Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about one of the most recognizable parts of cheerleading, the motion. Now when you do any sort of cheer motion, you have to be tight when you're doing it. What I mean by that is squeezing all of your muscles and hitting your motion, not placing it. So when I hit my motion, I put it where it's supposed to go correctly the first time. When I place it, I have spaghetti arms and I'm sloppy and I'm kind of fixing it halfway. Okay, so we're squeezing, hit, hit, hit. Next, for all of your routines to be really clean and precise, you have to make sure that the correct part of your arm is facing forward. I call this your Cinnabon and this your Cinnamini. Keeping those in mind, most coaches will have this as a clean stance. Both arms are straight down, your whole body is squeezing, and your arms are directly by your side. Some of them might have blades, keep your thumbs in. Some of them might have fists. Either way, you're squeezing everything, hands by your side. There are two places that coaches generally like to have their claps. One idea is down here. So we have this V happening right here. My hands are still squeezing, my fingers are gripping tightly around. The other idea is up through here. So almost covering your face, elbows together. Now when we clap, we don't want to bring our hands past our elbows or even above our elbows. We want to keep it very closed until you hear the sound. So here. Or same thing with the clap. We're using blades. Or we're not coming out here. We're not coming here. We're also not swinging your arms. There are two ideas on where your motion should be placed. One of them is flat on, like a tabletop. If you look to the side, it looks like everything is straight across. This is generally used for college or high-level high school because they are more controlled and they know where their motions are supposed to be placed. The other idea is to have everything slightly in front of you. You can't tell from the front, but from the side, everything is slightly up. This is used for generally high school and grade school. It teaches them to be very conscientious of where their motions are to be placed, and it also keeps them from looking like they are being strangled because they do not have muscle control yet. First, we're going to go into a high V. Notice how my Cinnabons are out. My V is not too wide and it's not too tiny. My shoulders are being pushed down, pushing my shoulder blades down. Also, watch your wrists in a mirror. Make sure you're not coming here or here, and you're not slightly bending everything. Everything needs to be squeezed. Next, we're going to move into the low V. It's the exact opposite. Cinnabons are out. Next, we're going into a T. Make sure everything is straight across. This is something you need to go home and look into the mirror so that you're not going slightly up or slightly down. Also, be aware of your wrists. Make sure you're not breaking any of them. Quick reminder to make sure you're hitting all of your motions super tight and you're squeezing the entire time. This motion is called a touchdown. Notice how I'm squeezing my shoulder blades back, but there is no space in between my head and my arm. I don't want to come out here. I'm straight up and down. I can bring it directly low. By the way, this is a Cinnamini. I can bring it low for a low touchdown. Notice I'm still squeezing. This is right in front of me. This is the difference between a clean and a low touchdown. This one's in front. My Cinnabons are out. Whenever I have my hands on my hips, I want to make sure that I'm pressing with my fists into my hips. Just because my hands are on my hips does not mean I don't be tight. I'm still pushing my shoulder blades down, pushing my fists into my hips. Okay? I can bring one arm up. Some people call this a half V. Sometimes people call this a splat. Notice how my top hand is in a V level and my Cinnabon is out. Following the general rule of thumb that when your arm is to the outside, your Cinnabon is out, and if you're in the middle or past, your Cinnamini is out, you can figure out how your arms are supposed to be in weird arm motions, like through here. For example, if we were to do an L, my top arm is going to be in a touchdown motion with a Cinnamini top, and my other arm is going to be in a T motion with a Cinnabon facing out. We also have bow and arrows. It's a half baby T, or half T, and a T on the other arm. I have my Cinnamini and my Cinnabon face. One of the more advanced cheer motions is a K. My right arm is in a high V motion, my left arm is in a low V motion brought directly across my body. The top one is my cinnabon is out, my bottom one, the cinnamini, is out. And depending on your choreography, you may be straight forward, you may be facing sideways.